Hey, hey!
Hi. Good evening,
Hi.
everybody. Welcome to Candidly Crystal. I'm Crystal Pino.
And I'm Crystal Stark.
This is our lifestyle and entertainment show that we do every single week. And you know what? I feel like we should make a part of the name, Candidly Crystal Lifestyle,
What?
Entertainment, and Wine Show. We
And
enjoy
wine.
copious amounts of
Why
wine.
don't we have a wine sponsor already? Hello? I mean, we've gone through cases by now. We
Seriously.
could promote the heck out of that. That's
like
my goal.
six boxes in a month. Six wine boxes in a month.
For sure. We'll try them all. Send them our way. We'll try all of the different varietals for you.
But that's what we do on our show. Just to give you an idea, we catch up, we enjoy some wine, and of course, we have some amazing guests. I'm really excited about our first guest. She is a meditation teacher. She's also the owner of Open Lotus Meditation. Karen is going to join us. She's our first guest tonight, has a lot to talk about to get people right in 2021.
Yes. Get it right. Get it tight. I love it. I can't wait for the wisdom that she's going to bring us tonight. I think we can all use some meditation and a chance to slow down. I mean, that's great for any part of our day. And I'm also excited about our musical guest tonight. She's well known around Tucson and beyond. Here to share a little cactus country soul is vocalist and songwriter Connie Brannick. So I'm very excited that she's going to be here. Yes. But before we go any further, we need to pick our wind down word. And I see that there's people watching. You need to put in the comments what you think our wind down word should be. I already had people texting me this week telling me what they thought the wind down word should be.
I love that tends to be the topic of conversation when we talk to people who watch the show. They're like, why don't you guys do this one next week? Or the week after that, you should do this one.
Yeah, I have them lined up for you for the rest of the year. Great.
Check the spreadsheet.
Yeah, I've lined it all out. It's color coded. Yes. So I had one vote for exhale, which I thought that was a really good one because that's kind of how I felt yesterday. I kind of had a big exhale and I could kind of release all of these things that I had been holding for 4 years. So I'm a fan of that one. I'm a fan.
I like exhale too. My daughter, which she'll be chiming in at any minute, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. She wanted natural. Ooh. I was like, okay, I like that one too. I like that one too.
It makes me, it makes me want to sing. You make me feel. I mean, how can you not? We hear natural. I hear natural woman.
Well, you're not going to keep going?
Well,
because I like that. I'm just saying.
That's for the end of the show. We'll save it. Make people hang around.
I love it. Well, if you have a wind down word of the day, start putting it in the comments, whether you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, or on YouTube. We are going to start throwing the words up on the screen so we can pick one of those words. And while we're waiting to do that, I want to make sure I welcome and thank everybody who's watching the rebroadcast and the replay of this show. No matter which platform you're watching it on, we appreciate you. And we're so glad that you've joined us. You can also comment the entire time. Even if you're watching this at a later time, join the conversation, join the show. Crystal and I go back and forth and we read the comments. I like that one.
Oh, chillin'. Oh, look, it looks so cute with our new bubble.
I know.
Right?
It's like an actual text message. Francine says chillin' should be our wind down word of the day. She's on Facebook. I like that one.
Look at exhale.
Sweet pea Penelope.
I had to put it up there. That's hilarious. I love it. Let's all exhale. Yes. You do you. Oh, here we go. Hey, Kurt.
Hi, Kurt.
Rejuvenated. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
Like
Kurt.
That's so great. And that's how we're going to feel after this show today is rejuvenated.
I agree. Kurt's from the Tucson Improv Movement here in Tucson. Make sure you check them out. Support them. Show some love to Kurt and the crew down there. That's a good one.
Exactly.
That's also one I feel like we could throw in a lot today.
A lot.
Which I feel like I need to bring this up. Christine, yes. Finally on Facebook.
Finally, Christine, yes. Love that one. What do you need to bring up?
I need to bring this up because last week we had the host of Throwback 2K, Chris Cruz, on the show.
Yes.
And I rewatched the show. And I'm sorry, folks. It was nearly impossible to keep up with the amount of times that he said.
Every time. he found ways to throw in the wind down word that I didn't even know existed.
My imaginary harp was done.
The strings broke. It was a mess, right? That harp was having a hard time keeping up with how many times he said that word. This was me the whole show. When Crystal, I could barely I had to keep my wine glass to my lips. I should have just had a Camelback and just had a straw in my mouth.
If anybody wants to sponsor us for those hats that you can just put the bottles or cans in here. You can have two
wine glasses right here. It could be, instead of Minnie Mouse ears, it's wine glasses.
I am all about that.
And then we can just...
I just feel like I need to tell our viewers and people that listen to this that I am just as frustrated as you when I watch the show and I don't catch myself getting all the wind down words. Just know in my heart, I caught them.
You got them right there. They were not missed.
It's hard. I'm multitasking. I'm playing the harp. I'm drinking my wine.
We're trying to do comments, do the thing, host the show. It's a lot. Oh. We forgive you. We understand.
I have a lot on my mind, okay?
I still drink whether you get that thing or not. I'm like, you said it, I'm drinking. I don't wait.
I can always count on you.
Yeah, I feel like our viewers are the same way. They're like, whatever. She said it. I'm going.
I heard the harp. I heard it.
It's in my mind, my mind's eye.
Oh, well, you know what? This week has been, Crystal kind of made mention of it yesterday. We felt this very big sigh of relief, which that could also be a wind down word. Put them in the comments because we're going to choose soon. But let's talk about yesterday, because no matter which side of the fence you're on, we hope you're on the side of kindness. Whatever side you decipher which side that is. But I felt a huge energy shift yesterday morning when I woke up before anything even happened. I am not kidding. I woke up and I was like, "Ooh, it's a good day to have a good day. Like, let's do this." It felt good.
It did. And this inauguration yesterday did not disappoint. I loved every part of it. I mean, when Gaga came out and her brooch, okay, look at this. Look at this thing. It's like half her shoulder, the whole shoulder. And she just went for it. And what I loved about this is that singing the national anthem is not easy. And I've had to do it many, many times. And every time it's like, oh, here you go. And so she came out, she kept it so traditional, so classic. And she didn't put a whole bunch of extra on it, because I could tell that she really was in the moment, and the gravity of the moment like sunk in, and she realized like what a momentous occasion. And she just wanted to like do her part for the country, and seeing that on her face, maybe I just saw it more as a vocalist myself. I was so emotional.
Yeah.
And I just lost it. I loved it. She gave it her all. So way to go, Gaga, and your brooch. I love it.
First impression of the brooch, though, I don't know if anybody else thought this. Maybe it's just me, but I literally thought of Hunger Games.
I love it.
You know what I mean? And then you and I, when we talked about it, you said the Holy Spirit, right?
It looks like the Holy Spirit dove. Yes.
Yeah.
Holding the olive branch. Yes.
But I agree with everything you just said, because I'm not a musician or a singer, but you just saw it, that she was singing every note of that song, that anthem. From, I'm guessing, the energy shift we felt. It probably was coming from that. It was everything. So for me, yes, Tess on Facebook. Yes, Gaga. Yes. The flag was still there. Indeed.
Hallelujah.
Indeed.
Hallelujah.
So no, I agree. It was amazing. And you're right. I was sobbing too.
I wasn't ready. I didn't tune in. I was on CNN. I was flipping between CNN and Fox. I wasn't ready for the emotions that came up. I was just like, she started singing. She's like, oh, and I was like, done. Done. Immediately.
Oh my gosh.
And then J-Lo. Okay. I have not always been a J-Lo fan. I mean, I'm a fan of her music. I love listening to her stuff, but like the times I've seen her perform live, I haven't been very impressed. And I actually have a friend who's like her musical director, and he was posting, behind the scenes of him at the thing, and I was like, wow, that's so great for you. And so I know that there was no auto-tune. There's nothing to hide behind when you sing at an inauguration event, right? Gaga, I know she's a fantastic vocalist. She's been doing everything for forever. I knew she'd be fine. J-Lo, I was like, girl, this is not for the faint of heart. You signed up for this? You signed up for this. Okay. So she came out and this was me. Let's see what you got, J-Lo.
I can see you.
And she brought it. I was very, very impressed. Oh my God, I have to show this. Mom, Christine Everett says the dove is flying the other way because of Lady Gaga's brooch. It's the same thing that was on our church wall growing up. Where is her brooch? Now I can't find her. Oh, here it is. And one day my mom was like, she looked up at the wall and looked at the dove and she's like, Crystal, wasn't the dove flying the other way?
Oh my God.
And this is a massive like metal dove. I was like, Mom, nobody came and put a whole new dove to fly the other way. And we cracked up about this for like decades. I made so much fun of her. So anyway, so J-Lo came out and brought it. She put a little "Let's Get Loud" in there. Mm-hmm. She spoke some Spanish, some Espanol, and did her thing. And I was like, yes, J-Lo, very impressed. I wasn't so impressed with good old Garth Brooks. Happy he was there. Not so impressed with the vocals. What did you think about Garth?
It was okay. It was okay,
right?
Whereas the other performances were more than okay. The other performances brought emotion out and really made me soak up what was happening. But I love Garth Brooks, so it's hard to even say that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was just okay. Oh yeah, Francine on Facebook, so full of love and diversity. Love Garth and his blue jeans. I'm sure you do. Cowboy and his blue jeans.
I loved that he was there and that country music was represented in the inauguration. And I have to say, I was the most shocked at when he took off his hat that there was hair. You never see these country singers' heads. I'm like, okay, there's hair. Good for you. Because I'm like, is he going to take off his hat? You have to take off your hat. This is important. You take off your hat. You take off your hat in church. You take off your hat in school. You take off your hat at the inauguration.
You do.
And he did. And my great surprise was that hair under there. So I love that.
Chia. It kind of looked like a chia pet.
A little bit. And I love that.
Love you, Garth.
That he had everybody sing along. He's like, all right, for this verse, everybody sing along. Because, I was in my kitchen singing along, harmonizing. I sang alto. I sang a little tenor. And I'm like, alto, right? And did my little thing. And I had a great time with that. So thank you, Garth, for that. But did you watch the evening concert?
I did. I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it live, but I went back and watched some of the clips from it, some of the performances from it. But I want to talk about one more performance from the day.
Oh, what?
Don't forget Amanda Gorman.
Oh my God! How could I forget her? She was the star of the show.
This queen, look at her.
Yes.
Let me just tell you, I wasn't even watching the TV. When she started talking, I was doing something else and I stopped in my tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And she made me confident. Like I'm listening to her speak and I'm like, yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, yep. Somebody turn her mic up. Yeah. You know what I mean? I literally love when women are so confident. I love when women speak just like they know that what they're saying, there's fire behind it. And I felt that from her performance and watching with my daughters. I just remember saying, listen to her. She's beautiful and she's glistening. She is glowing. It was amazing.
Like an angel. It was phenomenal. I think I was standing there like this.
Yes.
I was
mesmerized.
Just in shock. I mean, not only was what she was saying so poignant and so powerful, she delivered it in such a way. And she had this like movement, like when she said it, and her voice had this like huskiness to it that just like cut through. And then And then I was also mesmerized by her headband because that is on point. And I love that she was putting in that yellow.
Yes.
Everything about it was so fantastic.
Safe to say
And
she stole the show because I can talk about everything else that happened, but that moment I will remember vividly for the things that she said that just flowed together. So it was my favorite part from the inauguration, from the day and the night. It was just, to me, it was what I needed as a woman about to see a VP who is a female being sworn in. It was like, yes.
Yes.
That was my word of the day yesterday. Yes. I'm sure my kids were like, oh my gosh, Mom. But no, it was amazing. So
really was.
Lots of memorable moments from the inauguration.
There were. And we need a wind down word.
I know we're talking a lot.
So that we can be drinking to this.
I say we do exhale. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Exhale or exhale?
You know what? Let's go wild and go exhale.
Okay. Here
we go. We can do exhale, like waiting to exhale with Whitney. We can do that one.
All right, maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll put
your preference
on there.
Your preference. We want to know what you thought of the inauguration too. Let us know what some of your favorite moments were. If there's a particular thing that maybe Amanda said that really stood out with you, put your comments in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I know Crystal has a very, very important phrase that she pulled from Amanda's speech that you wanted to share.
Oh, yes. I love when she said, "We will not march back to us, but move to what shall be. A country that is bruised but whole, benevolent but bold, fierce and free. We will not be turned around or interrupted by intimidation because we know our inertia will be the inheritance of the next generation. Our become their burden. But one thing certain, if we mercy with might and might with right, then love becomes our legacy and change our children's birthright." Boom!
I got chills. Not even kidding. Because you really accentuated the words like she did too. That was good. That was good. I think
I was trying to make Amanda proud. Thank you.
Made me exhale a little.
Oh, there it is.
We didn't even make it official.
The drinking begins.
Official wind down word of the day. So we actually have a couple guests coming up here shortly. But before we do that, Crystal, I know we have the Kiki Corner because we've chatted so much and the inauguration kind of took over. We're going to give you the first two stories of the Kiki Corner, which deal with the big game coming up. And then we're going to get to our guests. So I don't know about you, but you ready to jump into the Kiki Corner?
I'm ready.
Let's have a Kiki. I want to have a Kiki. Lock the doors tight. Let's have a Kiki. I'm going to let you have it. Let's have a Kiki. I want to have a Kiki. Turn. Let's have a Kiki. We are going to turn. And turn. Honey.
So many good stories to choose from. Just briefly, you can Google it on your own. Muppet Shows headed to Disney Plus. If you love that show growing up, introduce your kids to it because it's coming. That was one of our stories tonight, but we're going to jump into the first two because it's pretty timely. I don't know about you, but I always look forward to the big game, the Super Bowl, because of the commercials. I love watching sports. You know me. I am a sports person.
Yeah, I'm not.
Exactly. Which is why I brought that up.
But we both love the Super Bowl because I like the commercials too.
Yes. And so I don't know if you guys have seen the preview, but Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are actually going to be appearing in a Super Bowl commercial. Clearly, they know their audience. That 70s show, everybody going in the basement, enjoying some Cheetos. They shared this sneak peek, and it actually shows Ashton like opening an envelope that contains a set of mysterious black and white photographs and an empty bag of Cheetos, the new Crunch Pop mix, which I'm sure is delicious.
What is that?
It's
what?
It's
How
goodness.
do you change a Cheeto?
It's goodness and orange. Come on.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You gotta explore the flavors that you love to see if you love the additional flavors. Does that even make sense? I don't think so. But
it's taking it to a new depth, a new level to test your love. I think.
Have you tried the jalapeno cheddar Cheetos?
No, I didn't know that existed. Those sound great.
if you've tried the jalapeno cheddar Cheetos, say that 3 times fast. Seriously, that should be your
hard,
vocal
yeah.
warm up.
It should be jalapeno cheddar Cheetos. I'm ready. I'm gonna throw it.
So if you haven't tried them because they have a little bit of a kick to them, and it's that cheesy goodness that you love from Cheetos, which I know it's processed food, and there's probably people who are going like this.
Yeah.
Live a little.
You can eat a Cheeto every now and then. You won't die.
But that's one of those Super Bowl commercials that you can look forward to. Also involved, which I'm sure you can understand why, Shaggy. It wasn't me. So he's tied into that commercial somehow. Yes.
I'm just providing the
Will get
background
stuck
music.
in your head. No,
Yes.
please
Yes.
bring it.
Well, I can't see that commercial, and I can't wait to see performances happening at the Super Bowl because Jasmine Sullivan and her, H-E-R, are set to perform at the Super Bowl, and Jasmine's going to perform at the kickoff show on CBS. She sang the national anthem. Hey, Gaga, set the standard, Jasmine. No pressure. Sure. And her will be singing America the Beautiful. And as we know, Weekend is set to do the halftime show. And meanwhile, Jay-Z's Rock Nation, which co-produced the halftime show performance last year, will join forces with Jesse Collins to executive produce this year again. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right?
You know what?
Keep
And
it going.
not to jump back again to the inauguration, but when I was talking about what transpired on television yesterday, I'm going to bet it will be nominated for an Emmy or,
I hope
or
so.
something, because every single person that I have talked to about the inauguration has said the same thing that you have said, that I have said, that it was just,
It was great
wow.
and needed. We needed this level of entertainment and like decorum and just tradition. Like we needed to see something that was familiar to us, that made us feel comfortable, and that was done in such a classy way. I loved every moment of it. Yes, nominated for all the things. All the things.
Did it make you exhale?
Girl, shoo, shoo, shoo.
Please do it. Yes. Come on. That has to be Waiting to Exhale, has to be one of the greatest soundtracks of all time.
It's pretty
Don't
good.
at me. You know it's true.
I know.
mean, Baby
And I know you love it.
that entire soundtrack.
You always talk about it.
My little self, when it came out, what was it, 94, 95? When it came out, not having any idea why Angela Bassett was burning that car full of clothing. I was like,
Now you know.
Yes, Angela, that's a nice car though. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Now we know and have so much more respect.
Oh,
that
please. I
movie.
want to take her to lunch. I want to.
Like, thank you, girl, for all you did. Paving the way.
Oh, yeah, true that. So you got a little bit of information from us inside the Kiki Corner. We do want to keep the show moving, though. We have some amazing guests that are going to be joining us. Our musical guest, Connie. I'm so excited because she was singing for us a little bit in sound check, and I love her soulful voice. I'm excited for that. But I say it's time we end the Kiki Corner and get to our next guest.
Let's have a Kiki.
Ah.
Tight. Let's have a Kiki. I'm gonna let you have it. Let's have a Kiki. I wanna have a Kiki. Turn. Let's have a Kiki. We're gonna turn.
All right. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. You exhaled while that was all happening inside the Kiki Corner. We want to bring our first guest to the show. I am so excited to welcome her because I think everybody could use a little bit of this goodness in their life. Please welcome Karen Baden. She is the owner and meditation teacher from Open Lotus Meditation here in Tucson. Please welcome her to Candidly Crystal. Karen, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are so happy to have you here. You are just so, even talking to you inside the green room, you just have this this presence and this peace around you that I'm really excited to bring you on the show because I feel like America, the world has sort of been this like ball of stress for
Mhm.
4 years and maybe even a little bit longer. Just, so it's nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us.
I am so blessed to be here. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I truly enjoyed the pre-show.
We
yeah.
tried.
Well, let's first jump into what your practice is. You're a meditation teacher and you're also the owner of Open Lotus Meditation. Let's talk a little bit about that because I've always wanted to explore meditation just to I have anxiety, to kind of relax my anxiety. Tell us what it is and sort of what the science is behind it and why really it's beneficial to anybody.
Of course. So, I coming from the corporate world, I was a CEO for 20 years and was extremely stressed all the time. And I invited a meditation teacher to distressify my staff. And in that moment, I knew this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I left my career behind and started Open Lotus. And I was like, wow, okay, now I'm doing this. What do I do now? And then I learned, I got certified. And they were like, okay, well, meditation is the antidote to anxiety, to stress, to finding better sleep, to lowering all of those aspects of our bodies that cause us sickness. And so I was like, what? All of that? How does that even work? And they're like, well, it's all in the brain. So scientifically, meditation reduces your amygdala, which is right in the center of your brain. This is the stress center that causes you that anxiety, that stress consistently. And we tap into our amygdala anywhere from 20 to 28 times a day. And what exactly is stress? Stress is when we don't get what we want. So how many times during the day do you wish to get something and we don't get it? Like consistently tapping into that amygdala. So it's just like a muscle. So it enlarges. And the more we tap into it, the more we feel the anxiety and the stress and the depression and the lack of sleep, the rage, all of these things that we feel constantly day in and day out. When we meditate, we tap into two different parts of our brain, our hippocampus and our frontal cortex, which sits in the front of your brain. And this is your memory center, your happy center. This is where we feel love and gratitude. So when we sit for just 20 minutes a day, and this can be broken up to 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening, we really are allowing ourselves to decrease that amygdala, so it makes it smaller, and enlarging that frontal cortex and your hippocampus. Scientifically proven in 2004 to change the structure of your brain because our brain are plastic. And I mean, I don't know about anything else you can do where you're literally sitting in stillness and silence, breathing, exhaling. That's a cue. Sorry, I had to do it.
Thank you.
Don't ever
appreciate
apologize for
Yeah,
saying the
don't-
wind down
yeah,
word of the day.
we love it.
We love it.
We do.
So when you and having those moments in your life where it is sacred to spend a little bit of time with you, a little bit of time away from the kids, away from the husband, away from the pets, or maybe bringing in the pets. I have my pets meditate with me, gently sitting with me. And meditation, I know they hear that word and they get kind of terrified. They're like, I can't meditate. Well, there's this stereotype that when you're meditating, you're not supposed to have thoughts. You're supposed to be in the Zen out bubble. That happens with practice, but really it's just a gentle back and forth between the object of your attention, which could be a mantra, a mind vehicle. It could be your breath. It could be a song. Meditation comes in many forms. It could be a walking meditation. It could be staring at a picture. It could be listening to soft, beautiful music. Whatever brings you joy into your heart is going to definitely allow you to have those moments of peace that will trigger that amygdala to shrink and enlarge those parts of the brain that allow you to bring some healing into your heart, into your brain, into your soul, into your spirit.
Wow. That's it's kind of just blowing my mind right now, everything that you're saying, and that you were a CEO and that you left it to this, and that everything you're saying makes so much sense. And yes, I am one of those people that I hear meditate for 20 minutes a day and I go, no way, I can't sit still for 1 minute during a day. So it gives me hope to, okay, maybe I can do this because I know I definitely need it. So somebody like me who is new to the game, like, how would I get started a meditation routine of my own? What would you recommend?
So I definitely recommend starting with a guided meditation. I have lots of free guided meditations right on my website, and I have two other links that you can listen to guided meditations. I have anything from 5 minutes to 20 minutes. And I always tell people start small. Consistency is better than duration in the beginning. It takes about 56 days for our brain to have that shift. So if you're starting with a 3-minute meditation, that's how long I actually started with 3 minutes a day in the morning and 1 minute in the evening. That's all I started with. And then you just add a minute a week. So you start to get comfortable. It's a practice because it takes practice to get to that state of mind where you can be still. And once you get to that 20 minutes, your body will crave it. You'll be like, ooh, I can't wait. Ooh, I really need to sit here and sit. And there's other tools that you can use, like you can meditate. So instead of getting up and checking your phone, getting your cup of coffee, you actually stay in bed for the duration of the 3 minutes, the 5 minutes, however you want to start with. Listen to your meditation, and then you're done for the day. And then the next day you can add a minute.
That's great. I
It's
can't
so
get up yet. I'm
doable.
meditating. I'm meditating. Don't leave me alone.
I
Don't
love
come in.
meditating.
That's
I love
great.
meditating.
That's what she said. Meditate. You had
It's
me.
so doable because I think for a lot of people, I know me, especially recently with a new job, my first reaction in the morning is check my emails. When in reality, setting myself up for a great morning where I lay there and I just sort of meditate. And I had one friend tell me this, Crystal, every morning you should wake up and just say, thank you for everything you have in your life. Start your morning off with gratitude. And I have, and I love being able to do that. All of this though has me thinking, and it's totally not on our questions, but have either of you seen the movie Soul? Have you
Not
seen
yet.
that movie yet on Pixar?
I want to watch it with my kids.
Oh my
I have to
gosh.
wait.
Okay. So Crystal, you have to see it, but Karen, you have to see this movie because it talks about meditation and it talks about people tapping in meditation and helping lost souls. I don't want to give away too much. But it really talks about how meditating, tapping into your energy can allow you to sort of escape. But the people in this particular movie escape and help other people. And I think you'll love it. It's a great movie.
I know. I want to see it. I can't
I've
wait.
seen the commercials, the commercials. I've seen the previews to it, so I'll definitely have to add it to my watch list. I dedicate,
Oh,
a
look at that.
little bit of time.
Tess on
Karen,
Facebook, Karen, she says you either need an app or you need to start texting her.
You need to go to
Hey,
Open Lotus Meditation, Tess, and check it out.
Yes. All of my contact information is, you guys have it, and it's also on my website, so you're welcome to text me. That's actually my preferred way of communicating, is texting people. So yeah.
But the
Absolutely.
reason I brought up the movie Soul is because I feel like now people are starting to realize the importance of really tapping in to you, if that makes sense, and self-care, because I consider meditation and Karen, I actually just started on my yoga journey 25 days ago officially. And I have to tell you, those moments during my yoga practice where I get to meditate and just sit and feel the energy sort of course through me are my favorite parts of the day. Like it really is, where I'm just like, you're
It's
capable
where you
of
can
anything.
exhale, girl.
Oh, yes. Refill.
I needed a drink.
So for me, I just think what you're saying right now, Karen, is so important. And if you're watching Candidly Crystal right now and you're hearing what she has to say, I promise you, investing in yourself, especially when it comes to meditation and self-care, is going to benefit you not only this year, but in years to come. We know that you're multifaceted though, Karen, because you also specialize in sound healing. Is that right? Tell us more about that practice and again, kind of dive into the science behind it.
Sure. So sound healing is a fantastic way to meditate as well. It is, the way it works is there are hurts, there are bodies need to find healing, and it aligns our chakra centers, our energy centers in our body, all the way from our root all the way to our crown. And so we spend about 45 minutes to an hour aligning, and all you have to do is lay down. It's the most simplest way to meditate. The only thing is that you have to have someone play for you. It's not something that you can do at home, but scientifically, it is proven to regenerate your cells. So it provides you healing in a physical manner. It helps you sleep like a baby. It allows you to relax completely, because the entire time you're laying down with a pillow and a blanket. And if you do a private session, then I also do the crystal healing with it. So you don't only get the sound healing, but you get crystal healing as well. Which really, I mean, it sets you up for the week. Absolutely, 100%. And it is a fantastic way to just find complete relaxation. Mostly people fall asleep or they go into another realm. I don't know how deep you want to get into it, but you do visit other realms while you are in a sound healing session, for sure. I have group sessions, and I also have one-on-one sessions for the sound healing. But it's a beautiful way to meditate because it's easy. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
And you get
just
all the benefits.
And
I love it.
as crystals, we
Yes.
love crystal
Yes.
healing. The crystal sound wall, the crystal healing.
I have my
sign
moon
us
rock
up.
on tonight. I wore my moon rock specifically for today's
Rock
segment.
it.
Yes.
Rock
I
that.
love it. I love
So
it.
not to jump back to the movie, but there's a part in the movie where they say what you're referring to, it's in the zone. When you get in the zone and those moments and I'm sure, Karen, you can tell us a little bit more about that, but I feel like when you do have Crystal, when you're on stage singing and you just feel like you're hitting every single
zone.
note, you're in a zone, you know?
Yeah.
That's exactly it, Crystal. So it is called actually the zone in the meditation world, because a lot of people think that they've never meditated, but who has not, or I shouldn't say that, but I know a lot of people that have been on a roller coaster. And in that moment where you're on that roller coaster and you're going, what are you thinking about? You're thinking about that specific moment, not the past, not the present, not the future, but that present moment. You're hanging on. That is the zone. It's meditation. It's when you're given a presentation and you're killing it. It's when you're on stage and you're singing it and you're killing it. That's a meditation. Believe it or not. If you
I meditate all the time.
There you go. If you find yourself in that present moment where you're not worried about anything, you're in the zone and you're meditating in that moment. So we have to expand a little bit to get out of that dogma of being in a lotus pose, rigid back. Now, that has a lot of benefits to it. That's how I meditate. But when I started, I incorporated everything. Even stopping at a stoplight, I would do 16 seconds of clarity. Or when I teach it to officers, I call it tactical breathing. So I kind of change it depending on my audience, but it does the same exact thing. If you're starting to feel your heart racing and your head is bubbling and you're like, okay, I'm about to explode. You're gonna burn down the village, right? You take a moment, you close your eyes,
and you go through. Can you lead us through this right now? Can you lead us through this 16 seconds right now? I'm ready.
Yeah, absolutely. But first we need to exhale.
Yes.
Oh, ready.
Okay.
Cheers, Karen.
Thank you. So you're going to get first as comfortable as you can. You can place your arms next to you on your lap, whatever feels really natural. And you're going to gently close over your eyes. And then you're just going to take a very slow, deep breath in through your nose, very gently, really allowing your belly to expand. And feel that air expanding a little bit more as you take that deep breath in. And when you get to the top where you cannot exhale anymore, you hold it for 4 seconds. And then you're going to release. Gently allow that air to leave through your nostrils or your mouth, whatever feels good to you, and just exhale it all out and hold it at the bottom for 4 more seconds. And then relax. And you can do this 16-second practice several times, making it a minute, 2 minutes, whatever feels good to you. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes.
That was great. Your voice is so soothing, Karen.
I know.
I love it.
Thank you.
Because there's sometimes people be doing meditations and I'm like, I'm not feeling their voice, but I'm picky because I'm a musician. Your voice is really soothing. You have the perfect voice for this. I definitely want to go to openlotusmeditation.com and check out all of the meditations that you have. And you have a deal going on right now, right, Pino?
Yes, you have an
I do.
amazing special offer right now. Karen, tell us how they can subscribe and get a 30-day free Open Lotus meditation subscription.
Sure. So it's really easy. All you have to do is go to my website and click on Blooming Lotus membership and use the discount code FREEMEM, FREEMEM. At this, when you are checking out, and you get a free 30 days of weekly guided meditation downloads that you can keep forever. You get weekly empowerment questions that will really allow you to align yourself to whatever's going on in your life. You get a monthly virtually live webinar that you can attend live or listen to the recording, and 10% off all special events and classes, including the sound healing. You get all of this completely for free and for 30 days. And that's one of the special offers that I have right now. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It's fantastic.
I love it.
And
Yeah, especially Tess, who was asking, do you have an app? Can you text me every day? See and subscribe and get yourself a free 30-day membership. I know Tess is going through college right now. She's pursuing her degree. We could all use a little bit of meditation and exhale when we are in between those books. So,
Exactly.
Karen, this has been amazing. And I feel like it's sort of a sign for me that I should pursue this and do this more, because
Same.
I've always wanted to try. And I know I keep talking about the movie Soul, but it really made you think we're not tapping into our potential fully as humans. Like, I don't know. It's weird. A Pixar movie made me think that, but especially with me doing yoga, starting yoga, there's moments where I'm in the, I forget what it's called, the end of the session where you kind of lay and relax.
It's meditation and Shavasana.
Shavasana. Yes, Shavasana. When I do my Shavasana, we had an extended Shavasana the other day, and I feel like I was gone for like 7 days. I came back and I was like, how long has it been?
You
needed
that. That's called the gap. That's when you go, it's the in-between. It's the fourth level of consciousness. There's 7 levels that you never hear about, but that's the fourth level of consciousness called Turya, 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 where you go into the stillness, and it's the gap. It's like an in-between, and you almost feel like you're dreaming.
Yes.
And you're like, wow, where did I go? And you don't know you're in it until you come out of it. It's such an amazing place to be. And you can hit that gap every single time you go into meditation.
No, it was amazing. We had music with it that was sort of like the crystal, the sound bowls. It sounded like that. And I kid you not, I remember hearing the music and then all of a sudden being like, where have I been? And then I woke up feeling very energized, very happy, very just ready to get my day started. So if anybody's going through moments right now, this is your sign too, that you need to really focus on self-care. And maybe it starts with Open Lotus meditation and how you can really create that healthy meditation habit that will start your day off how it should start off, good, happy, smile on your face.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's so needed.
And end your day.
Yeah, and end your day. Like I said, yes.
Bookends, beginning and end.
I love it.
Karen, thank you.
I was just really quick. I said my meditation teacher, David G., he says, meditation in the morning and the evening. You got to eat in the morning. You got to poop it out in the end of the day. So it's
that. It's your exhale.
Inhale and exhale. You got to do both. That's right. Get in with the good, out with the bad. And we are so glad, Karen, that you came here today to share that with us. Thank you for telling us about Open Lotus Meditation. If you want more information, be sure to go to openlotusmeditation.com. Karen, You're amazing.
You have
We're
to
gonna
come
check
back,
it out.
Karen.
Yes, you do. We have to do like a
Yes.
full meditation. I would be really excited about that.
Yes.
Again, openlotusmeditation.com. You can find Karen on Instagram at open_lotus_meditation. And she has all of that for you. Wow, that was really, really fantastic.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you, Karen. Can't wait to have
Thank
you
you,
back
Karen.
on.
We're so
I think that's a
grateful for
great
you.
transition, not only into our next guest, but I feel like we can also combine our next guest eventually in our wind down time because we're going to get
Yes.
down tonight. We still have an
Yes.
amazing show for you. I'm excited. Crystal, are you excited about our next guest?
Of
You've been
course.
chatting about this segment all week.
Yes, I have nothing but respect for this next guest. She is an amazing vocalist, musician, songwriter, an all-around badass. That's what I like to call her. Please welcome to the show the singing granny, the one and only Connie Brannick. Hey, Connie.
Hi, how are y'all doing? That was a great segment with Karen. I enjoyed it.
Wasn't it?
We're
Yeah.
so glad. That's what we're hoping. We're hoping people get that like restorative energy watching the show and then just get their butts kicked with Connie's vocals. That's what we're hoping for tonight.
Yes.
All right.
That's what we want. Did you get a little bit of exhaling going on during Karen's segment?
Well, I was keeping track and you missed 3 exhales when she was taking you in the meditation.
But we were in the meditation. So does that mean we get to do the extras right now?
4. Here we go.
All right, here we go. We're taking 4. I might as well just finish this whole cup, honestly.
Oh, I'm trying to save.
There you go.
You always take it down. I love it. Well, thank you for telling us the tally so that we can get caught back up, Connie. We really appreciate that. Now, you have a few nicknames. I mentioned you're the singing granny, but you're also known as Big Mama. So how did that nickname come about?
Well, when I was in the National Guard, one of my favorite things that we used to do was we'd run these leadership camps for kids from at-risk neighborhoods, and we could take the kids up for 3 nights up in Prescott or Flagstaff who would normally not be able to afford that, and it was paid for through the drug demand reduction money. And we took a little boy, and some of these kids had never been anywhere, and we took a little boy, and I was in charge of the camp, and we're in line to get our chow at the camp, and he turns around and he looks at me and he goes, "May I call you Big Mama?" And I'm like, "I would love it if you'd call me Big Mama." Well, it got back to some of the soldiers that, see, I had that job during the week, and then of course you have your role that you play when you deploy. And I've been in transportation units most of my career, and so my platoon, I was platoon sergeant at the time, found out about it, and so everyone started calling me Big Mama, and it stuck. And now my bandmates call me Big Mama.
Aw.
And then every now and again, I'll have some man who really knows how to talk to a woman, and he'll say,
Oh.
"You can't possibly, how did you get the name Big Mama? Because you're not big."
Wait, Crystal, say it in your Alexa voice. You're not big.
Big Mama.
Oh, my Lord.
It only comes out for our show.
I loved it when she was talking about exhaling and your stomach was relaxed and open, because I could just say that from now on. Whenever my stomach is an issue, I call it my pony keg, because I'll never get a 6-pack at this stage.
That's great.
I used to have a yoga teacher that I would go to in college who said, "I have a 6-pack under this keg." Okay, for the record, there is one under there. You just can't see it.
There you go.
I'm
We
like,
got
true
it
that.
I love it.
I love talking about nicknames though, because I feel like there's nicknames that are given to you that really just stick. And Connie, you had a nickname in the Army National Guard. You actually retired from the Guard as Command Sergeant Major. I first off want to say thank you for your service. It is so much appreciated. And I think I speak for our viewers and people who are listening, and Crystal herself, that we are grateful for you. But let's get back to that nickname. What was that nickname that you had in basic training?
Oh my heavens. Well, I had a midlife crisis and decided that I would join the Army so I could finish my degree because I wanted to be a teacher and I didn't have a stitch of money. I had actually had a recording contract with MCA Records that didn't amount to anything. I mean, I made one little demo and it got distributed from the A&R director's office to the coffee break area like a Frisbee. That was it. And I got frustrated with my career and one thing led to another. And I says, I'm signing midlife crisis. I'm signing up. So I go into basic training 19 days shy of my 35th birthday. I'm older than everybody except the first sergeant. And I'm thrilled because I've always enjoyed exercising. And so I'm getting paid to get up in the morning and run and sing. And then they give me a free breakfast. I mean, what's there not to love about that? So these younger drill sergeants just couldn't believe that this thinking of me as old, that I could run like I could run. And I knew I could have breakfast, so of course I could run. And I ran like the wind, and so they called me the Running Wrinkle.
I wasn't ready for that.
I'll take it.
That's horrible.
The Running Wrinkle.
Horrible.
Here comes the
Wow.
Running Wrinkle, they would say. Oh my gosh. Yep.
I love that.
That's a terrible nickname. How dare they say that? I'm 38. Okay. Everybody always asks me and I never tell anybody because black don't crack. I'm 38. I can't believe they told you at 35 that you were the Running Wrinkle. How dare they? Oh my God. That's fantastic though.
Yeah, it is. But I don't have your skin. I mean, look at this skin. Look at her, Crystal. Look at her skin.
Oh, I
Okay?
know.
I mean,
Her
you
and I
know,
have this
both of you.
conversation often.
The lighting.
Both of
No.
you. I
No.
had a young man try to pick me up once when I was about 36 in
Tell
a
us
dark
more.
bar. And I said, honey, I could pull your eyelashes up with the wrinkles in my forehead. I said, I'm way too old for you. It runs in the family.
Oh my God.
You are killing me. That is fantastic. Oh my God. So, okay. So you had this record contract with MCA Records, but you won Stroh's Superstar Talent Search in 1986. What was that about? Tell us about that. That sounds awesome.
Oh, honey, it was like the predecessor to American Idol, and it was a little contest it was a national contest. It was like really the closest thing. And I don't know how on earth I possibly could have won that thing because I wrote a reggae song and on a little Poly 800, and it featured a trombone solo. That was my first instrument, was trombone. Now I didn't play the trombone. I had a trombone player who was Salt Lake's equivalent of Rob Boone. He was the go-to trombone guy. And he played a beautiful solo on it. So I entered this crazy song called The Beauty and the Beast of Time. The lyrics I'm very proud of the lyrics, and it's just about life. And I'll be darned if it didn't get picked in Utah. And so the Rhythm Method played. That was my band, Connie and the Rhythm Method. And I had written some other songs, and we learned them. And we had to go to Los Angeles, and so because we won the state, and then the song actually won the Southwest. I don't know how, because it was just such a strange genre. And then we went and played at the Hollywood Palace, and because they were paying for the entire band, I took everybody I knew, and I took a bagpipe player, backup singers, the horn section, because it was my chance to give back to everybody in the community. So everybody, my hairdresser came, everybody came. And we played at the Hollywood Palace, and we ended up winning the contest. So that's how I ended up with the MCA recording contract. They wouldn't sign me. They would only sign me, and that was like that. That was heartbreaking to me.
Yeah, that is hard.
It was hard, and so needless to say, and then I went to Minneapolis to work with a talent agency, and then I went to Atlanta, was recruited by, was going to work with the SOS band. They were going to produce a record
Ooh.
for me and, or a single for MCA.
Uh-huh.
And then their lead singer passed away and they were kind of in chaos. And it was in Atlanta that I signed up for that I joined basic training. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was the best thing I could ever have done for myself. And I'm glad I walked away, because what had happened was, for me, music is about love. And it had gotten to the point with the business and my inability to make good decisions where I wasn't in love with it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I just
Yes.
basically threw all of my video, everything away, and became the best soldier I could be, finished my degree, and
That's great.
had a great career. And then I started.
Completely.
Yeah. It sounds like you did exactly what you wanted, honestly. And that's what everybody should be able to do in their life, is exactly what they want. So let's start from the MCA Records contract, right? And now this current project that you're working on, it's a children's album. It's called The Desert Rat Pack. Where did this idea come from? And I want to know more about it.
Oh, well, great. Well, when the pandemic hit, okay, so there's the pandemic. So there's me and my wife trapped in a 900 square foot apartment for 6 weeks. And then there's one place to escape, and that's with this in the bedroom. So I started to really dive into playing this, and I love mountain biking, and I love hiking. I love the outdoors. And I just started writing children's songs. I've got like Scotty the Scorpion and Gilberto the Gopher Snake, and Humming Butterfly, and Hazel the Javelina, the Little Cactus. There was a little cactus with a great big heart. It's about the night blooming Sirius. It's a cactus.
Oh.
It's a song about the night blooming Sirius. And I thought this would be a nice way to teach kids about the desert and just personify and express how much I love, And then I'm working with Mike Levy, who's an amazing producer and musician. And so I write the songs on this and I sing it and send it over to him. And then the arrangements have sort of they're coming out with a little bit of a jazz. It's like folk jazz.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought it'd be nice to do call it the Desert Rat Pack.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal is to do a companion book, and I'd like to have either different artists. I'd like to be able to get like high school kids. I'd like to get kids to do the illustrations if I could.
That'd be great. That'd be really great.
I'm looking into writing a grant, and then I just would love to have it be like part of the offering at the Desert Museum or that sort of thing. So it's really fun, and I do love kids, and I would love to. I taught school for 8 years as well, and I would really like to make it a intergenerational project.
Yes, I could totally see that. I taught school as well. And I'm sitting here thinking, man, this would be wonderful to bring into the classroom. I feel like the kinder first, second, they would just like eat this up. They would love it. I can just imagine you coming into the classroom with your baritone ukulele and busting it out and singing all these songs and having this amazing artwork. I think that is a hit. And I think once you have this, that every school would be lucky to have you. And speaking of playing your baritone uke, we are excited that you are going to be playing a song live for us tonight. It's called House Arrest. And before you play it, can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration for the song?
Oh, well, taking a break from writing the children's songs, I thought about us grown-ups. And so this is a little song that I wrote about right around week 6, right before we were able to go out again.
Yes.
Called House Arrest, because that's what it felt like. And so if you don't mind, you want me to sing it for you? I'll play it on my little.
Yes, we do. Ladies and gentlemen and folks of all kinds, here is Steve Brannick and House Arrest.
All right. Locked up in my own house, no one's ringing my bell. The Ouija board's telling me secrets I got no one to tell. Here I am pacing back and forth from room to room. I don't know about you, but I'm damn tired of talking on Zoom. Talking about house arrest. We're all on house arrest. We're all in this together. Ain't this a daggone mess, huh? Looking out my window from morning till night. My favorite PJs are getting way too tight. It's been 6 weeks of binge watching Hulu and Prime. I started drinking whiskey cause I done run out of wine. Talking about house arrest. Woo! We're all on house arrest. We're all in this together. Ain't this a big old mess? My grandkids at the house just about every day. They all going to school online. What can I say? That Google Classroom looks like good old Hollywood Squares. But instead of smiling faces, all I see is a lot of bad hair. Talking about house arrest. Ooh. We're all on house arrest. But we're all in this together. Oh, ain't this a mess? Now right here, there's a solo when I recorded by a little 16-year-old named Lorenzo Levy. But he's not here right now, so I'm just gonna go right on to the last verse. When I go out shopping, I put on my homemade mask. Feels like I'm wearing a diaper, and my face is a tiny ass. Talking about house arrest. Woo! We're all on house arrest. But we're all in this together. Yes, we are. Ain't this a mess? Woo! We're all on house arrest. Sing it with me now. We're all on house arrest. I said house
arrest. Yeah.
That was great.
House arrest.
I know. It is catchy. I mean, you got me over here going, I want to play along. Here we go. Yeah, no, I wouldn't sound as good as you.
Now, Crystal Stark, I have to tell the other Crystal a secret.
Oh,
Do
I
you
like
know,
secrets.
Do you know that Crystal has given me vocal lessons? She is the best teacher I've ever studied with. That's all I want to say.
Oh,
She helped me in one lesson with my breathing. So
It's true. It's
Yep.
true. She is a pro. And I
Yep.
tell her every single time we do a recap for the show, I'm like, you need to sing more during the show. I'm just saying. You need to let everybody hear your voice more.
And I'm like, everybody's tired of hearing me sing.
No.
Hear Connie.
Everybody exhale, exhale.
Yes.
Everybody exhale.
Christine on Facebook, she said, so great. Thank you, Connie. That
Thank
was
you.
amazing.
It really was.
And
I mean,
relatable. Diaper on my face. Come on.
it was great. I loved it. Super, super catchy. I'm singing that all night. I'm being the jacuzzi like house arrest.
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
It is life
I
now.
love
We also know that you just released some new music. Your Last Call EP released back in August, and your latest single, which is called I Love Basketball, it was just released. You can see the single cover there on the left side of the screen. I am actually the host, the in-game host for the University of Arizona's women's basketball team. So when I heard this song, I related to it in so many ways because last year was 2019, right before the pandemic hit, was the first year that I got to do this. And I'm not from Tucson. I am born and raised in Colorado. But the one thing I love about this city is their dedication and their love for the University of Arizona. And this women's basketball team is so special. I love Adia. She literally is my best friend in my head. You know what I mean? So the fact that I was asked to be the in-game host and that I've really gotten to see the culture of that program and how Adia honestly runs it like it's a family. When Crystal told me you had a song for the women's basketball team, I was like, I'm sorry, what? I would like to download this. Can you tell me more? So let's talk about this. Your song, I Love Basketball. Do you play basketball? Do you just love the program? Tell us more.
All of the above. And I do want to give a shout out to the young lady who did the artwork. Her name is Krista Esse.
Looks great.
She did a beautiful job with it.
Yes, it looks great.
Krista, yes. Well, I grew up playing basketball, and I grew up during I was the first, my class was the first class to go to the all-black high school. So I grew up during the race riots, forced integration, and I fell in love with African-American culture. And the way that I really connected initially before I learned the music of that community, when they embraced me as a basketball player, that came first, was in fact, my nickname was Broad Daylight. But we had an outstanding basketball program, and not because my senior year, we had the Minoki twins and the Smith sisters, and we won every game we played that year. I mean, we had such a good team. I was good at passing the ball, but the twins could chase anything down, and they confused the heck out of the other team because they look exactly alike. And the Smith sisters were Alicia was 5'11", and Cynthia was one of the best athletes I've ever seen. If Adia could have recruited her, she's got a 36-inch vertical leap, fadeaway jump shot. We were scoring 70-some points a game in 1951, 2, and 3. Thanks to her walk-up. And she was the first woman to coach junior college men's basketball.
Wow.
So, and she's the woman that my coach really instilled in me the importance of humility and hard work, because I was I got a little bit cocky when I made the team as a freshman. I was the first freshman ever to make the varsity basketball team.
Wow.
Oh no, listen to this. I got so full of myself because of that. Coach took care of that real quick, and I didn't make it my sophomore year.
Ooh.
So I had to work. I mean, believe me, ever since that time, I have never, ever, ever, I have tried to keep this part of my body as far away from this part of my body as possible.
I like that.
It's a good lesson.
Yes, it is.
I love it.
So
I was
anyway,
looked at in basketball as the enforcer. They put me in to foul. That's it. Hey, we need you to foul 47. Can you come in and foul her? And when you're done, we'll put you back on the bench.
That's important. That's an important role.
Yes, I agree.
Needed. Yes. Yeah, and I coached middle school basketball for a couple of years, and I'm so excited to see women's sport when I open I have an ESPN app on my phone. I'm a jock. When I open it up, there's women's basketball on it now.
Wow.
It's so nice that you see it, and the headlines are in the feed, and it excites me to see women's tennis be so prominent. Just women getting recognition. It's really our time.
I love it.
It is.
When you were talking about Amanda Gorman, it's our time. I mean, when I leave, I'm leaving this planet in good hands with y'all.
Yes.
With kids.
And I want people to listen to what she's saying, because I don't want to get all crazy feminist on you, but it's right. And I'm saying it with my chest. And so is she. And so is she. It is our time.
It is.
It is. It really is.
And lucky for you, we're nice. We just handle business.
We can get other ones if you want, but we don't. But I feel like I would love to hear this. I love basketball.
You ready?
Yes.
All right.
And
let's give you a little clip.
latest single.
A 4 on 5, let's get it done. Show me the trick and just keep that ball alive. First comes coming in the east. Lady cat speed calling in the sweet 16. I love basketball. I love basketball.
That is Connie Brannick's latest single, I Love Basketball. It is streaming and available on all available streaming platforms. That's iTunes.
That song can get stuck in your head. I'm
Amazon.
just saying that's
It
a
can.
very catchy,
Yes.
very fun, very chill song.
I feel like
Love
we're going to
this
be
one.
hearing it more and more, especially. It's so great. So that single is available everywhere, as well as Connie's latest EP called Last Call on all streaming platforms, as well as Bandcamp. You can download it on there as well.
Yes, that was amazing.
Yes, Connie, thank you so much for being on our show. And you have some performances
Oh,
coming
Crystal,
up.
we can't hear you that good. I don't know. We can't hear you.
Hello? Really?
Connie, can we hear you? Oh, there we go. We got it. I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
That was
All right.
me. User error.
No problem. Because Connie has some great shows coming up. If you want to see her live, she has 2 chances coming up in the next 2 weeks. On January 23rd, these are both Saturdays. So this coming Saturday at St. Philip's Plaza from 6 to 9 p.m., she will be there with her band, Little House of Funk, doing all the Cactus Country and everything you want to hear. And then also the following Saturday, on January 30th, she'll be at Catalina Craft Pizza from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the cool thing about both of these is that they are streamable online. If you go to Connie's website, ConnieBrannickBand.com, there'll be a link for you to watch these shows live. So make sure you check both of those out. Connie, thank you so much for being here on our show today. We hope you had a good time.
I really did. I was just thrilled to be here with you, and I enjoyed the entire show from beginning to end.
Yay!
And I loved all of it. I think it's a wonderful thing, a wonderful service that you're providing. Very entertaining. You two work so well together, and you're both
Thanks.
Aw, you're awesome.
Yay!
Thank you.
Well, thank
Thank
you,
you.
Connie. We'll have you back anytime. Anytime you want to debut any more new music, we are here for
got it.
you. Thank
All
you,
right.
Connie.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. And again, if you want more information on Connie, go to ConnieBrannickBand.com or find her on Instagram at Connie Brannick Music. You can also call her at 520-339-3494 to see what she is up to. Oh my goodness, this has been such a fantastic show.
That was a lot of fun. I loved hearing her perform. She has such a cool voice too. Like the way, I don't know. I enjoyed every minute of that. That was fun. And I honestly enjoyed the sound check too. I was like, oh, hey, can you keep going? That
Yeah.
was great.
Do we have to stop? Let's just keep
Yeah.
going. You just play the entire show and we'll just be here exhaling.
Oh, there she goes.
Mm-hmm.
Exhaling so much
Okay. Mm-hmm.
caused me to turn the volume down on you and the volume up on I Love Basketball. I literally went whoop, and I was just grooving. I was like jamming out to that song, and then I was like, Crystal's talking, but I can't hear her.
Yeah. I was like, girl, I didn't change anything. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm having issues with that and my earpiece that I'm wearing tonight because I'm wearing a shirt that goes off my shoulders. I have it clipped and it's like all the way down my back.
Oh no. Is it in your crack?
A little higher. A little higher. A little
Okay.
bit.
That's where I want it. Well, hey, would you say it is time to wind down?
We should all start our wind down with an exhale.
Woosah. Mm-hmm.
So delicious. I made sure tonight
Wow.
I did not run out of my drink like I did last week because
You did. It was a
wind
trash.
down word got said
It was Chris Cruz.
a lot. Yes.
He said it more than
Yes.
any other guest. I think it's going to be like a record, like a goal for another guest to try to say it more than Chris Cruz said it.
I
he said it a lot.
rewatched the show and halfway through his segment, I was like this.
Well, I know. Even our guests were. Poor Alexa. She was like, before she even came on, because Chris Cruz was saying it so much.
That's why we do this though. It's all a chance for us to exhale,
Oh, girl.
wind down,
Mm-hmm.
and really enjoy ourselves. Tonight's show, I genuinely feel like was so necessary
It was.
because we talked at the beginning about the inauguration and this energy shift and no matter which side you're on,
Mhm.
you can't deny that yesterday's inauguration wasn't historic.
It was
I mean,
powerful.
yesterday was the last time we'll ever be able to say there has never been a woman VP. Last time ever. Yesterday.
Last
Can't say
time
that
ever.
anymore. Sorry.
It's done.
No,
We're
exactly.
here.
Yes.
Yes.
And
It was-
like Connie kind of mentioned, it's our time. And we promise you, you're lucky we kind. A lot of times we come with cookie, but we come
Yes.
with fierce energy.
We can, for sure. know, It's so true. I feel like as females, we are not forced, but we a lot of times have to walk a delicate line of, yes, we're here and we're female and we have these attributes about us that are like soft and lovely and things that we are, but at the same time, we are smart, we are fierce, we are powerful. We can do anything a man can do. And we come with it. And so now is our time to be like, we are here. And our voices are going to be, and you are going to listen because we matter and we are important. And that is what is so great about having a female vice president, to kind of embody all of that. That is the female psyche and what it means to be female.
Yes, I promise you, your perception of us that we are the B word is not that we are a B word. We just are confident, and we hope you understand that. We hope that you get that. And as much as I want to say it's time for women, it's 100% time for women. But I want to make sure that we continue to elevate Black women, because Black women, I feel like, have genuinely saved us in the past 2 to 4 years. And
It's
I
true.
am not saying this lightly. I am saying this with admiration. I am saying this with respect. And I am saying this with pay attention, open your eyes, because like you, I'm in awe of you as someone who's a very close friend of mine, but I'm in awe of so many other Black women that I know who just continue to rise up and rise up and rise up. And just know, like we said, like Connie said, it's our time.
It's
Just
our
be
time.
prepared.
It's our time. And I love that women, all shapes and sizes and colors and everything, are bonding together more than ever before. And yes, I agree. Black women are very strong because we've had to be. But it is all of our time, and I'm so excited that it's happening. Yay!
We just need to unite. I guess that's my point. We can brag about being diverse, but unless you are asking these Black women to join you at the table, you're really not that diverse. So it's diverse, and let's be inclusive. And I mean, you have opened my eyes and my mind to so many things that I never thought I would know about. And I think that's so important. And your perspective and what you have to say it matters, and I want to know more. I want to hear more. I want to hear more, and I think that's what I love about our show. You and me being Crystal, right? Crystal and Crystal. We think a lot alike. We really do. We love music. We love our families. We love our careers. But in reality, we come from different walks of life. And the more I get to know you and the more I talk to you, the more I realize how valuable your perspective is.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's the same to you. The more we can understand somebody else's walk of life, whoever that person may be, the better we are for it, because we don't want to be in our own bubble. We want to understand that everyone has a different experience, and it's really important to give that experience time and to look at that and to really, oh wow, that's a different way to look at things, and it's really great. Like, I will say, I'm wearing my head wrap tonight.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Because I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow. That's the whole reason. That's the whole reason. This was not like some cool just fashion choice. It was like, dang, I need to, like, in order for me, people who don't understand this, I go to the barber shop to get my hair cut. I don't go to a salon. It is me and a bunch of men usually, because I need a black barber to be able to cut my black hair. And there's a lot of people that say, oh, I can cut your hair, and they have messed my hair up. No, I need to go to the black barber shop because I have short hair. It is very short. Okay. So I need the whole process of getting my hair prepared to be cut, which means I have to get all my product out of it. I have to wash it tonight. So I couldn't like put a bunch of my product in it tonight for the show just to take it back out. It'd be too much for my scalp, too much for my hair. So I put the turban on so that then I can wash it after the show and nice and dry for my barber tomorrow, or else he complains if my hair is wet. So it's like a whole process. It's like a 2-day thing to get my hair cut. And this is part of it. So it is a fashion statement, and it is
so
very
pretty.
necessary. Oh, thank you. I wear my.
Did you see that sub discussion about the inauguration yesterday, talking about Michelle Obama and her different looks from Trump's inauguration to Biden's inauguration? And they said you can tell from the two pictures what her mood was, because Trump's inauguration, she sort of had this like messy pony bun type of haircut. And then yesterday,
she
Michelle
was
Obama
with that belt. Oh,
and her hair, she had the highlights.
Her hair was lit. Done.
Looked amazing.
She had been to the salon already.
And that's what they said. The sub conversation was, you can tell how much she cared and how much effort she put in by the side-by-side pictures. Something that's also sort of trending when it comes to the inauguration, which I thought we'd have some fun with, the whole Bernie Sanders memes.
Oh,
you know how he was sitting there?
I was in the middle of lessons today, and my student was singing. And you sent me this meme? And I busted up laughing. Look at this. Look at this. There's Crystal and I. And Bernie.
Wait, there's more. Do you want to see more?
Oh my God, yes. The dark side of the moon. What's on it? Bernie Sanders.
Okay. For the record, though, this next one I'm about to show you, I want to thank you, Crystal Stark, because my child has not stopped mentioning Tom Jones since I saw Tom Jones perform.
There he is.
As you can see, Bernie's watching in the left corner of it.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's so great. Yeah, my poor student was like, "Are you laughing at me?" I'm like, "No, no."
I'm laughing at this.
Yeah, it killed me. It was so funny. It was so funny. Oh my God.
That's great.
That's
That's great. That was the one takeaway. A lot of people that have continued, besides Amanda Gorman and her amazing words, Bernie is the one takeaway from it with that picture. Which, let's be honest, I wish I would have loaded the picture of him, the original picture where he's sitting there with the gloves on his hand, because I feel like that's the uncle that buys you those or he knits you or whatever those. He's like, I picked these up at the Goodwill before I came. Everybody gets the same mittens, just different colors.
Yes. But you
Take
got
a picture.
That's the point. Yes. It's great. That meme was fantastic. So we have some news about our show, The Day.
Yes. We want to make sure we
Yes.
let you know. Yeah, go ahead.
Starting in February, we are going to be moving to Wednesdays because we want to be your midweek pick you up. Okay. Wednesdays is hump day. For some people, it's slump day. For us now, it's our wind down Wednesday. We get to come here and midweek pick me up. If you are having a hard time, you come here. Candidly Crystal will be here for you on Wednesdays starting in February, and it will be the boost you need to get through the rest of your week. So we are telling you now, 2 weeks early, that set your reminders now and set up for Thursdays for Wednesdays starting in February, because Candidly Crystal is now moving to Wednesday nights.
Officially, we have a new show day. So next week, we have a great show lined up for you already. We're going to talk about some cocoa bombs, some cake bombs, another amazing performer. But that is our last show on a Thursday.
On a Thursday.
So make sure February, set your alarm like Crystal said, set a reminder, whatever you got to do, starting on Wednesday. Should we start the show off with the hump day? Or should we just exhale? I kind of feel like we should just exhale. Told you I wasn't going to run out. I'm going to fill up
Finish it
even though the show's almost over.
Do you have it right there? Show us. Pour it on camera for us.
Okay. You ready? I told you I haven't been doing wine lately.
Yeah, show us. Wow. Show us the bottle. Turn it around. What is it? I want to see. Oh, this is a truly mango.
So I had mango first and I had lemonade. But I'm not a fan of the lemonades, if I'm being honest. So the next one that I'm going to break in probably next week or in February when we start on Wednesday is going to be the seltzer. I'm back to the seltzer. And I just bought a brand new wine, a bottle of rosé, because I know you said that's your favorite and that's my favorite.
Rosé. Because
So I
rose is my middle name.
think, yeah. Oh, I love that. Very fitting
It's a
too.
rose.
I think I'm going to break that out the weekend of Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
Just a little
so
fancy with the rosé.
Yeah, you should.
Honey.
Honey rosé. I like it.
So yeah, we want to make sure before we end tonight's show that we let you know starting February. What is it? Is it February 3rd? I don't know. I don't have a calendar
I don't
pulled up
know.
in front of me. But that first Wednesday in February will be the first show that we move
Yeah, it's
to
the 3rd.
Wednesday.
Look at you. Yes, February 3rd. That is our first Wednesday date.
Yeah. And if you
It's a
want to be
date.
on Candidly Crystal, it is a date. It's a hump day date. Yeah.
Hump
If you want to be on and talk about your business or I've had a couple, listen to her. Listen to her. Wait, do it again. That was a little vibration, honey.
Hump day.
I'm trying to get my crystal bowl.
Can you extend the
Vibration.
day for like 5 seconds?
Here we go.
Hump day.
Did you feel it? Did you feel your chakra? Did you feel it?
I felt something. I don't know if it was that D and day.
I was trying to get as low as I could. That's as low as I could go.
When I sang in choir, I was an alto, so I used to have a good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And look at that, we're losing viewers the lower I go. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Right and left. It's just going to be you and I, Pino. Like every other week. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man, we had a great show tonight. I guess quick reminders. Thank you to everyone who's watching our replay. and our rebroadcast. We are so grateful. Remember to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and of course on Twitch. And thank you to everybody who has been participating in the comments. I know my kids.
Hump day. They're on it. We taught them something.
Oh, love it. My children are our biggest fans, Crystal.
They are.
Just for the
I
record.
love it. I love it. That's the wind down word. Exhale.
Yay! I just filled this up, so we're kind of
I'm on fumes.
indeed. So next week is the final Thursday show with Candidly Crystal. Starting in February, we will be on Wednesdays. If you want to feature your business, your talent, whatever it is that you do, candidlycrystal@gmail.com. Please send us an email. We'll get back to you right away. And if you want to be on the Kiki Corner, you want to join us inside and give some gossip, I hear we're going to have 2 bros and a rose coming on next week to talk about the Bachelor recap.
Oh, how exciting. Okay.
Yes. So make sure, subscribe, follow, like, do all of the above. And again, thank you to everybody who tuned in yet again this week and joined us on Candidly Crystal. Crystal, it's been a good show. What do you say? Why don't you give the farewell?
Oh, I will give the farewell. I would like to bid all of you peace, love, and happiness, and to have a wonderful Friday. Thank God it's Friday tomorrow, and we cannot wait to see you next week. All the love to you. Thank you for tuning in to Candidly Crystal.